What is an urban heat island? As urban areas develop, changes occur in their landscape. Buildings, roads, and other infrastructures replace open land and vegetation. Surfaces that were once permeable and moist become impermeable and dry. These changes cause urban regions to become warmer than their rural surroundings, forming an island of higher temperatures in the landscape. This is called an urban heat island. The simple definition of an urban heat island is an urban area that is 2 to 10 degrees Fahrenheit warmer than the rural area surrounding it. Let's take a closer look at this. Changes in temperature are present during the day, but are very apparent after sunset due to the slow release of heat from urban infrastructures. This is seen in big cities with populations with over 1 million people. Although the urban heat island is much weaker at Central Michigan University, it is still seen on campus. Let's look at an example of how a big city's urban heat island compares to a rural area's.
The city we live in, Mount Pleasant, is an urban heat island because it's a small urban area that has a lot of buildings but not a lot of tree cover. The urban environment, such as roads, buildings, cars, and other human activities, contains a lower albedo than rural tree-covered area. This causes the city of Mount Pleasant to soak in the heat throughout the day and is able to hold that heat throughout the night, keeping the city as much as 5 degrees warmer than the surrounding rural area. Although the urban heat island effect is mostly felt in the summer and winter, and is strongest in non-windy days, it still affects the temperature here in Mount Pleasant.
This demonstration shows the differences between urban heat islands and rural areas. In the city of Sacramento, you can see the average temperature of a rooftop is 140 degrees Fahrenheit. This is due to the fact that the rooftops absorb more heat from the sun, and when the sun sets, the heat is released. Buildings, streets, and sidewalks absorb a majority of the solar input. The urban heat island in the city may also increase cloudiness and precipitation. This picture shows the rural area outside of Sacramento. When an urban heat island does not affect this area, and the temperature stays at a constant ranging from 85 degrees to 95 degrees Fahrenheit. There are no buildings here that would absorb heat, so the temperature remains lower than the city, especially at dusk. In rural areas, the sunlight absorbed near the ground evaporates water from the vegetation and soil, but in the cities, where there is less vegetation, the buildings, streets, and sidewalks have less water and are largely non-porous, which means evaporation cooling is less and contributes to higher air temperatures.
Oh, hey there! In this section, we're going to talk about negative consequences of an urban heat island. Number 1, increased energy use. Warm temperatures in cities increase the need for air conditioning in cool buildings. Number 2, impaired air quality. Warmer air accelerates the formation of smog in the ozone layer. Number 3, heat-related illnesses. Higher air temperature and lower air quality can aggravate heat-related illnesses. And lastly, impaired water quality. Water temperatures affects all aspects of aquatic life and even your drinking water, so watch out.
So a urban heat island is a metropolitan or urban area that is significantly warmer than the surrounding rural area due to human activity. And that's it, so thanks for watching.